not going to get to Jerry Seinfeld. I'm not going to get to Brian Callen on PBD.
And we have to save both of these for you? Greedy.
Seinfeld having some sort of...
You can do some Seinfeld. Believe me, some Seinfeld.
Sublime ego.
Oh my God! Just the size of self-satisfaction between the two of them. It's amazing. And you know what?
That's me going back to North Dakota.
Don't play the first part, because the first part, the first 2 or 3 minutes shows how deeply shallow Jerry Seinfeld is. I mean, it's such a petty thing, but it shows how deeply, incredibly shallow.
His comedy is shallow.
He is as a thinker, as a.
Or do you have to go?
Can we do 5 minutes?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Just play this. Yeah. Play this. This is I know this is so small, in all of the Jerry Seinfeld, but nothing illustrates how deeply shallow this man is as a thinker, but also as an artist, as a comedian. How untethered he is from stuff. Go take it. You know what I'm talking about?
It's just right at the beginning.
Okay, yeah.
So today I'm a little fachada, right?
Fachada? Verklemmte?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure the difference, but
For me.
Is this Jewish enough, this show, for you?
Not yet.
Not yet?
Not yet.
Just riffing.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Well, Jerry Seinfeld, welcome to Honestly.
Thank you, Barry. It's my pleasure to be here.
How's the coffee?
That's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have this new bit I'm doing about that coffee is the most important thing in a human's life. That when you get to your last
Pause it
thought
for 1
before
second.
you move on.
Okay. Now, I want you to know I watched actually a couple of minutes after this. But he's doing a new bit. I mean, I love, and maybe just, I'm going to be generous here.
Wow.
They just cut. They cut to that, although I don't know how. I mean, the first question is, how's the coffee? Because she's so uncomfortable and she wants to make sure the coffee's good. And he launches into well, actually, that reminds me of me. I am doing a bit that coffee is the most important thing in a person's life.
Whoa.
Okay. He's doing a bit.
Buckle up.
This is his artistry. He's doing a bit that coffee is the most important thing in a person's life.
Okay.
Now, continue.
That's pretty good.
Yeah?
Yeah. I have this new bit I'm doing about that coffee is the most important thing in a human's life. That when you get to your last thought before you move on to the next world, whatever it is, it will not be about your relationships or your accomplishments.
All right, pause it. Also, I just have to stop here, and we're going to go back a little bit. She's laughing because she doesn't know where she's supposed to laugh. I mean, she's so devoid of a sense of humor.
Oh, yeah.
And so intent and so excited that she has Jerry Seinfeld here, probably as a function of his newfound Zionism and anti-wokeness.
She's counting the views already.
Yeah, she's laughing at what is his setup. I mean, it's upsetting enough to listen to somebody laugh at with the part that he thinks is funny about this, but the part that he doesn't even think is funny, you can hear her laughing. She's just so excited.
Well, the funniest part for me is that they're drinking from free press mugs. This is her thing called the Free Press. It's her pro-free speech publication. Have they commented at all on the largest crackdown on student protest and free
yeah.
speech?
But I want to stay just in this moment here. Okay? I don't want anything broader than just this moment.
Okay.
Remember, coffee's the most important thing.
All right, I won't get it.
Most important thing. It's the last thing that you're going to think about when you die. Here we go.
Wow.
In a human's life, that when you get to your last thought before you move on to the next world, whatever it is, it will not be about your relationships or your accomplishments. Your last thought will be, that was good coffee.
So
the rest was complicated, but I enjoyed the coffee.
So as I pass on to the world to come, or as you do, rather.
Yeah.
What coffee will you think of? What's your best coffee? Not this. What's your favorite?
It's great. I love any coffee, but I don't know. If somehow when you're in Italy, it seems like it tastes better of France.
Okay. All right. So I just want to tell you, the only reason why I just say this is from an artistic and comedic standpoint, he's just said that coffee is the most important thing in people's lives. What kind of coffee do you like? I don't know. I don't know the stuff you get in France or Italy. Just contemplate this for a moment. Coffee's the most important thing in people's lives. This is what the premise is. It's so funny.
Because why? Because you think it's good and you might die it then?
That's just the last thing you think about, because coffee's the most important thing in your life. Except for what kind of coffee do you like? I don't know.
Yes.
French or
I go on
Italian?
vacations.
Yeah, like European coffee. Like, I mean, just think about
Famous
like
Europe
the
coffee.
the thinking that goes into, like, he wonders why comedy has passed him by. He wonders why his frosted cereal Pop-Tart movie is being met with total derision and lack of interest. It is because the level of thought that goes into his humor is so shallow, and other things too, that even the most important thing to a person's life, according to the premise of his joke, maybe if you go to Europe, like, the joke there is that. It's that he thinks it's the most important thing in his life, and he can't even name a style of coffee that he likes.
To be fair, he says he's working on the bit, so maybe he'll come up with something at some point.
Yes.
Maybe keep that one,
What
behind
great
the scenes for the-
inspiration. Well, I'm so inspired by this. I'm so deeply emotionally invested in this. But do I have I don't have an opinion on what is good coffee. I just have an opinion that it's the most important thing to people's lives. I mean, this is why the guy complains about the gay kink, because everybody's like, dude, nobody knows what you're talking about. It's all in your head.
It must be a head trip to be as rich as a king, like a gay French king, for instance, and also like lose the ability to be funny.
Well,
Everyone that he deals with, if this guy did not have his millions of dollars, and people in comedy understand this. If he didn't have that level of money, no one would even aside from not remembering his name, but nobody would be going back and looking at old Jerry Seinfeld tapes.
has it ever been more clear? He was the least talented actor on that show, Seinfeld, from just like an acting perspective. And also just like in the years since, we said this before, like he's just, even though he has all those millions, it's not enough because he's made B-movie and frickin' Frosted Flakes Netflix special, and his comedy writing partner has gone on to win many awards, and it's become quite clear who was really driving that bus.
Speaking of which, speaking of that bus, let's just watch this one clip. Now this is funny.
Oh, the curve?
Yeah. Now this is funny.
Hey, Larry, come for Shabbos dinner one of these weekends. We had Barry Weiss last Friday night. She's fantastic. Hey, Larry.
Wow.
Incidentally, that's
Action show?
just so you know, that's shorthand for this guy's a schmuck.
And that was how old? That clip?
2021, late
2021?
Yeah.
Wow.
I love him.
I can't
That's
believe
great.
that.
That is like, it's, I mean, people probably didn't even know, but that was like, yeah, it's like, how do we articulate that this guy's a schmuck? Oh, I know, Barry Weiss is coming over.
Oh, gosh.
Fantastic. Folks, I'm going to read a couple IMs and get out of here, but not very much. Sorry. I went too far today. Number 13. I just had to, that Jerry Seinfeld thing, like, because I sat down, I'm like, I got to watch this, see if there's any clips to pull out of it. I couldn't get past
I thought we were going to get to
minutes.
the part where he cried, but I guess we'll save
No,
it
no,
for
that's,
tomorrow.
you can do that one tomorrow. I just was so like, coffee's the most important thing in the world. And then like, what kind of coffee do you like? Yeah, I don't know.
This is like
I don't think about it much.
This is our RFK Tim Pool thing, which is this is one for Sam, one for Emma.
Right, right.
You can do the
his and
tomorrow.
hers.
Exactly.
Yes. Well, I want to see him cry. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Yeah, I just like it just from an artistic perspective, it's the most important thing to humans.
It's not even. It doesn't even hit. Like you really on your deathbed, you're going to be thinking about coffee.
Yeah,
no one
I still
thinks
don't
that
understand
way.
it. I still don't get it at all.
Me neither. I mean, I might be
It's the
thinking
most
about
important thing because if you die, you won't be thinking about the last thought that you get to your head because you'll be thinking, I like this coffee.
But it shows how shallow of a human being he is, because coffee very well may be the most important thing to him, and he doesn't even know like the first thing about it.
Well, that's his show, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, right? That's his Netflix show, yeah, which is as masturbatory as it sounds.
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.